Welcome to this week's edition of the Lowe Down presented by Lexa. Stephen Warnock, Robbie Mustoe have got 5 questions they're going to ask me. I don't know what they are. The clock is going to tick. Who cares, though, because we don't listen to it. And we start with who? Who's got the first one? OK, Stephen, go for it.
OK, so after the weekend's results,
yeah,
Arsenal winning, Liverpool and Man City drawing, who's the favourites for the title?
Who's the favourites? Not my
Your favourites.
My favourites.
Your favourite for the title.
Oh, it's really hard, isn't it? It's really hard. I think it might be Liverpool.
Ooh.
I think, last week I said Arsenal. I think it might be Liverpool. And it's because what you guys were describing at the end of that game, when you look at the 2 lineups, that was City's virtually, we think, their strongest lineup they could produce from their entire squad. They got hardly any injuries. Yeah. For Liverpool, they got so many injuries. There were babies out there, literal babies on the field. Yeah. And they managed to do what they did. So with the players to come back and with Salah to get a little bit fitter, they should take the initiative and the confidence from today, and they should win this league.
Oh, you've gone from there to there?
Massive. Wow. Massive statement.
All right, I've got the next question.
Next week, yeah.
Next question. So, on the big game, with Liverpool missing so many chances, is a draw a bad result for them?
No, it's not. How could a draw against Manchester City can never be a bad result, especially...
They could have scored 5.
They could have scored 5, and they maybe should have had a penalty. I still don't think a draw against Manchester City is ever a bad result. Yes, it's at home, and obviously, as you talked about earlier in the day, an opportunity to beat City, because someone's going to have to beat City probably at some point. Probably, not definitely, because they could drop points with draws, right? But I still don't think that's a bad result. There wasn't any massive error, huge, crazy. I mean, the set piece they got caught out on, but as you said, you guys have never seen anything like that, so you're going to get caught out on that. With everything, as I said in the answer to the first question, with everything they're up against, I don't think that's a bad result. I'd be OK with that if I was a Liverpool fan. I'd be OK with it.
Interesting.
Stephen?
OK, so you asked us today who was better,
oh, God.
Spurs or Villa.
Yeah.
Did the result answer your question?
In March, probably yes. In March, probably yes. I think for previous months, that would have been the most standout scoreline on any weekend.
Oh, incredible.
But because the Villa are fighting on so many fronts, well, they're fighting in Europe, aren't they?
Yeah.
And because Tottenham are finally back to the team that he had at the beginning of the season, and we've forgotten about that. They're top of the league for a while. We were like, oh, title race, Tottenham. They've got everybody back. Maddison has scored today, which is really important. Van der Ven is fit, although he went off injured, didn't he? But they are starting to get back to the rebuilt Tottenham that Postecoglou wants to do. And that rebuilt Tottenham I think, is a better team, a more dynamic, exciting team as well than Aston Villa, who I think are going to run out of puff at the end. Yeah.
OK. Next question. Pretty simple one. Who is your manager of the season so far?
You know what?
Oh, no.
I think
Where are we going?
I think my manager of the season is Gary O'Neill. I know it's a bit left field and it's a bit weird, although I know you like it, Robbie.
I do like it.
You do, I know you like it. I don't know if it's because at the beginning of the season we were over in England, we were at Old Trafford for Man United Wolves. Wolves played so well, although so many people play well at Old Trafford these days. And they should have won. They should have had that foul go for them. And they should have had a penalty. Was it a penalty or was it a goal? I can't remember.
Should have been a penalty.
Should have been a penalty. And he came to our desk afterwards, and he's one of the nicest guys in football.
Yeah.
And he said to us, I've been here 5 days. 5 days as a Premier League manager, no pre-season, probably didn't even know half the players' names. I mean, he's also, by the way, before he took the Bournemouth job, he wasn't even a manager of any age level. He'd never coached a team. Did you know that before he took the Bournemouth job? So he takes the Bournemouth job and then unfairly gets pushed to one side and he goes to Wolves. With that background and what he's doing so far, they're sitting in 9th position.
Great, yeah.
And he's lost a lot of... Hee-Chan Wang's hardly played. Cunha's injured.
Yeah.
Neto gets injured every 2 weeks. I mean, he's starting... I don't even know who they have in their team in terms of who scores all these goals, but someone does. Well played, Gary O'Neill. I'm going for him. Left field.
Like
Do it.
Like it.
OK, last question. It's an email etiquette question. Thoughts on replying all on email chains?
OK, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm not going to tell you the full story. All I'm just going to say...
Why have you gone red?
Well, because I don't know about you at home, but in life you try to do things to help people, right? And this week I tried to do something to help people. I tried to explain that I shouldn't have been on an email chain. That's all I was doing. I was just explaining that. Unfortunately, I was explaining that to 3,000 people. So I caused a bit of an incident, but I stand by the fact that yes, I may have started the mayhem, but all I was doing was just trying to do the right thing. So we try to do, Mustoe, in life.
Would you do anything differently next time?
I don't know what, I wouldn't. I stand by the fact. Thank you. Reply all if you need to. That's the message from the Lowe Down today. I'm never going to forgive the producer. Lowe Down, presented by Lexus. Thank you very much. It's the Gentleman YouTube channel, the NBC Sports YouTube channel, Premier League Update, the two Robbies, Premier League Tactics Session, and this show, of course, every single week. That's your destination for all of your original content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on the Lowe Down, presented by Lexus. Reply all. Reply all. Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.